warring militia factions have agreed a ceasefire in South Beirut, where the Western hostages are thought to be held.
At the end of March 1988, HMS Superb left Devonport and after a short stop in Faslane conducted an 8-week patrol in the company of HMS Turbulent. During this time, both submarines spent some time in the Arctic Ocean under the polar ice cap, culminating in the first ever joint British surfacing at the North Pole. This video is about that event.
Back to the 6 hours across what the record line was.
Surfacing in the North Pole is not an easy evolution, and the ship's company spent many hours training for this important event. Of the many problems involved, one is trying to stop the submarine dead in the water, and this involved a lot of practice for the ship control teams.
Midships. Most to see. Oh.
Not only was stopping the submarine dead in the water a prerequisite for surfacing, but also finding ice thin enough not to damage the fin.
Well, 175 feet. It took it all the way up. Probably thicker ice indicating above the rudder 780. Stop the engine. Are you ready in the town? Ready, sir. Open up. Open up.
Don't sweat too much. I said don't sweat too much. £1. I'm doing a good job of this. Yes.
On the 3rd of May 1988, HMS Superb surfaced from a suitable plinier 2.7 miles south of the North Pole. Although the water looks very clear, in fact it's covered by a very thin sheet of ice, which the submarine's fin broke up when it surfaced. The next problem was to berth the submarine alongside suitably thick ice so that we could moor it and the ship's company could proceed ashore.
Turbulent surfacing now.
Superb was the first to surface, and Turbulent followed shortly afterwards. Once we were on the surface and fully buoyant, this gave the ship's company opportunity to come out and breathe their first breath of fresh air for many weeks. Here are a few of them giving some of their comments.
We were saying that the perks of being a submariner are such that it is Sunny, sand, gorgeous women, and now look at us, polar bears.
Yes, please enjoy it.
Live from the pole, and here we have, to our left, snow. And here we have, in front of us, snow. And to my right, snow.
It's now 27 minutes past 1 in the morning on the 20th of April. I'm standing here at about 7250 north.
Hello, Foster and Sir. This is Petty Officer Ealing at the North Pole. Thank you very much for sending me up here. I'm really happy.
Well, it's still much the same as it was the last time we were up here. It's a little bit chilly, perhaps. Somewhat overcast rather than last time. And, well, it's nice to get a bit of fresh air after all that confinement, that's all I can say. Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Oh, where's my little snowman gone?
Down there. Behind you.
Ah, that's my little boy snowman. He had to come to the North Pole with me. There he is.
Once we were safely moored, ship's company were then allowed in watches to proceed onto the ice. This shot was taken about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We were joined by 2 RAF Nimrods who came up specifically to photograph this event, both for naval and RAF annals. The normal ship's company photograph took place. In order to bridge the gap between the submarine and the thick ice, we used our inflatable jetty to step across. The rifle was necessary in case there were any polar bears, which are particularly vicious animals in this area. And of course, there was showing the flag. Needless to say, a number of PR stunts were also conducted. Each submarine had to surface at various stages during the patrol. Here is HMS Turbulent, who surfaced at one stage to recover some stores and enjoy a little speedier transit than foot. This helicopter was flown by Eskimos, especially to provide more baked beans for the crew of HMS Turbulent. Baked beans now consumed, the idea was now to burn the rubbish. some people, the North Pole was too hot. From hot to cold, HMS Superb's divers took a plunge in the icy waters around the North Pole. Perhaps it was too cold for him. Others prepared to keep dry and warm. This young man's frozen.
Go boy! Go! Take it straight! Give! Whoa! That was a whoa! Take it straight! Take it straight in. Back! Go! Go! Come on!
Below the turbulent open main vent. Well below the turbulent open main vent. That's all.
After an exhausting 14 hours on the surface of the ice, submarines then dived and continued with their patrol. HMS Turbulent, seen here, was the first to get under the water.
Well below the turbulent open main vent. Well below the turbulent open main vent.
This process, which has been clipped here, took a long time. Probably realised I didn't have a battery.